Hello everyone and welcome to another FOTN review. FOTN stands for Fight the Night, and the Fight the Night in question took place at the Rogers Arena in Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada, between Tristan Connelly and Michael Pereira. Connelly is from Canada, Pereira is from Brazil, and Connelly wasn't the original opponent actually. That was a guy named Sergey Cardosko, but he had to be removed from the card due to visa issues. So Tristan Connelly replaced Sergey. And the fight was fought at catchweight because Pereira missed weight by a pound, but not going to complain because the fight was actually pretty fun. So, Pereira is a really good capoeira guy. This is the first time I've seen either of these gentlemen fight, by the way, so, yeah, throwing that out there. He's known as a capoeira guy, and he did some really cool flippy stuff, especially in the first round. Like, he sort of landed some sort of kick, I think, and followed up with a lot of good. He followed up with a handspring, then a backflip just because he could. Got like a couple of cage moves off, especially a good Superman punch, and he also went for a high flying knee, which just overshot. And I swear if that knee landed, then Tristan would have been knocked out. But didn't happen. So most of round one was actually Pereira pushing the pace, and not just with flips. Actually, after that flying knee, he didn't really go for many other off the wall moves, except for I think one off the cage thing. But he managed to stay up close, and because he's taller, he managed to land a bit more with his reach. But when he went for a takedown, Connelly, that's where Connelly's shown. He managed to sort of like pull out of it and reverse it, and there was some good groundwork here. It did end with Tristan Connelly like looking more dominant, even though Pereira got a really close guillotine choke. There was some good submission trading, specifically guillotine chokes, throughout the entire fight, especially in round 2. But yeah, most of round 1 I give more to Pereira personally, but it wasn't like Tristan didn't do anything. He even landed a really good... Pereira landed a good body shot on him, which did cause Connelly to noticeably back away. So that's always important to remember. Round 2, it was definitely more Connelly's fight. There was a lot more trading back and forth in terms of like the clinch work and the groundwork. I wish I could remember more of it. I really do. Knowing me, like, there's going to be something that comes up later that I'll just then remember, but yeah, like, there was just a lot of really good groundwork. Connelly had some really good takedowns. I think this is where he started to, like, show through more in the judges' eyes because he won by unanimous decision. Yeah, I mean, he did shine through, but Pereira wasn't, like, super complaining about it. Oh, there was a moment near the end at the end of the first round, actually, as it ended. Connelly walked back to his corner, and Pereira was also in Connelly's corner. And I don't know if he was there to sort of, like, congratulate Connelly so far, or if he just got lost before being guided back to his own corner. I think it was the latter. That did add a bit of hilarity to it. So, what happened? Round 2 was mostly just the really good groundwork, really good wrestling work from Tristan. He did start to land more of his punches, though. Even though Pereira did back him up a bit, it was Tristan that was starting to get the better of the exchanges. Throughout this fight, there wasn't like any super major like punches or strikes that really did any damage. It was mostly the submissions and groundwork, and the occasional flips from like Michel Pereira, and also obviously in round 1, which was something that might be one of the most gift things, GIFFED, I think that's how it's spelled, was when Pereira, when he had Tristan on the ground, did a backflip, facing away from Tristan, and didn't land on Tristan, which is good because if he did that, probably would have done quite a lot of damage. But it was just fun to see. But yeah, that was in round 1. Round 2, I've already talked about it pretty much fully by this point. But yeah, Tristan did start to pull away with it a bit more, and Pereira was starting to get tired. I think the flips in round 1 did sort of like take it out of him a bit, which is why he was starting to lose momentum near the end of round 1, and he was starting to lose a bit more throughout round 2. Round 3, he did manage to sort of find that that's something more inside of him. But once again, it was sort of the same as round 2. A lot more clinch work, a lot more knees from Pereira in round 3. Like, he did build that up because he was a lot slower in round 2. He did land some good knees. Round 3, he managed to follow that up with good clinch stuff. But Connelly landed his own good knees, he landed his own good strikes, he did a lot of good counters, and his takedowns specifically were his bread and butter. Like, that's the trick he needed to win. I think that's how he pulled away with the fight personally. And obviously there was some great groundwork, especially near the end of round 3 where Connelly went for an armbar, and there was a really close moment with a guillotine choke, but Pereira managed to roll out of it, I think that was a part in, I forget if it's round 2 or 3, but Pereira went for a really close-looking DOS choke on Connelly too. The amount of times that the audience popped for the submission, no matter who was trying to attempt it on who, that impressed me. I did like that the audience was like, they could recognize a dangerous situation, because that points out that there were so many dangerous submissions where someone almost got caught. I quite like that. That was pretty cool. Also at the start of round 3, the two men do hug each other in the middle, and everyone applauds because that was cool. It was just a good show of respect, and there was also a moment during the commentary, they made some sort of joke about the fact that Pereira came in overweight, and even if this did get fight of the night, which it did, would all the money just go to Tristan instead? And then one of the commentators, it wasn't Daniel Cormier, it was the person with him, whose name I don't know, but he said, he was looking at someone who I think works higher up in the company, and said, "Yeah, can we get some money over here for calling this fight?" And that did make me chuckle a bit. So, round 3. So more of the same, and I already went through the motions. The ending was pretty intense, though, because Connelly did manage to mount up on Pereira, and was landing some really good shots on the ground, until eventually the horn sounded, and Tristan was pulled off of Pereira, and they both sort of shook hands and hugged, and it was a good time. So this fight gets points for being respectful, gets points for being fun, for being innovative on Pereira's half. It just wasn't, and the crowd participation was amazing, but it just didn't excite me a lot. I just wanted to. I don't mind the submission holy shit moments, but they didn't really start coming through until round 2 and 3. If they were more consistent, I think I'd rate them a bit higher, and there wasn't enough super close striking, except for the stuff Pereira attempted really early on in the fight. And then after that, it's mostly ground stuff, and the stand-up stuff is completely forgotten, for the most part. And even when they are standing up, I think everyone, myself included, was just waiting for them to get back to the ground, because that's where a lot of the best work was being done throughout the fight. I felt like it probably deserves Fight of the Night, but it's not going to be on my best of the year list. But as I say, it was fun and I was entertained. I just wasn't super excited. I wasn't as on the edge of my seat as I would have liked to have been. But my eyes did pop quite a lot seeing Pereira do all that crazy flippy stuff he was doing. So yeah, they did something right. And I think that'll about do it. I don't really have. Well, there could be a top 10 list this week. There could be a new Volkl cover this week. There's more I think the next most likely stuff I'm going to put out is the new PPW, and by the way, I hope you all enjoyed Over the Top. I did not expect the winner of the Royal Rumble itself to be Christian Morales. I know I did lie and sort of say it was going to be 20 man, but it went up being 30 man instead because I thought that was more traditional and cooler. And a lot of unexpected moments happened, like Harris and Satoru, two former PPW heavyweight champions, were both thrown out pretty consistently quick. Same with Ricky Valentine, also a champion. He was thrown out really quickly. It was a hell of an event. So I want to thank you all for watching that, for those who did. And I will see you all most likely for the next PBW episode, which could be tomorrow. It's not going to be tonight because there's a CWL and I don't want to get in the way. And then after that, normal stuff, I guess. If there's a Volkl cover, there will be. If there's a top 10 list, there will be. Most likely one after that will either be more PBW or another Fight of the Night review, if there's a Fight of the Night to review. And that'll about do it. And as always, I will see you for the next video. Thank you for watching. You're awesome. Bye-bye.